Hello, welcome to my professional interview assignment. My name is Diego German. It is October 7th, 2024, and I am interviewing Michaela Bryant, also known as Miss Bryant, as she is an art high school teacher. Um, so let us begin. The first question is, what is your current job slash title and position, and how long have you been in this role?
So I teach art at Wekiva High School. I am technically our lead art teacher, and I have been at Wekiva. This is my third year here, and my second year as the lead, and I have been teaching for 4 years.
Interesting. How did you land this position?
So, just like any job, you apply for it. I took a few months off from my first teaching job and was switching county, so I was in Brevard County. Taught there from January to May, and then I took the few months off and I started looking for a position late August because I had a trip planned in early August, and I was like, didn't want them to be like, hi, thank you for hiring me, I have to take a week off. So I waited. And you have to kind of wait when there's an opening for it. So it just happened, and I was looking for one that's going to be, it was close to my old location where I was living at, and we were building a new house. So I was trying to find that sweet zone, and really Wekiva was right in the middle. So I applied for it and interviewed, and they offered me the job in the interview.
Perfect. What did you enjoy the most of being here and your previous employments?
So I have enjoyed Wekiva a lot. I love getting to know all the students, building those relationships. My first teaching job, I was elementary, so it was fun to see them grow up, and the little kids had all these funny stories and stuff like that. So it was always fun to hear those. And I worked for Disney for 4 years. And I really enjoyed working there, getting to know a lot of people from around the world and getting kind of like the chaos of working in theme parks and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed all of that. But now it's like a different chaos for high school.
What do you like the least about your current position?
So I would say budget. Of course, as an art teacher, you never have enough money. I think my budget is about $700 a year I have about 240 students, and I get some donations, and I can, get a few things, and I can get grants. But it would be nice if I had more of a budget to, work with. Some schools you're allowed to charge like a class fee. I can't do that for art. Some schools or classes here at Wekiva can do that, but not all of them. So art, unfortunately, even though you use supplies, I can't charge like $20 a student.
Interesting. How would you describe your work environment working here at Wekiva?
So I do work with a group. There are 3 other art teachers, and I'm technically the lead on that because I've been here the longest. And that has been interesting because I definitely do not feel like I am the most, I've only been teaching for, this is my second full year. I've taught 2 half years. So it was definitely interesting being thrown into that last year. It's fun. I've gotten to know a lot of really neat art teachers. I don't see them all that much. They do have different plannings than I do. So I have 7th period planning, while one of them has second period planning, one has 1st period planning, and one has 4th period planning. So they didn't really organize it where we had a way to collaborate and stuff like that. So it's very much like a virtual group setting where it's oh yes, I tell them something via text message, and hopefully they look at their messages.
Interesting. What advice would you give any students looking to pursue this career?
I would definitely say patience is the most needed thing as a teacher. You will get asked what the assignment is a million times, even if you just literally was like, hello students, this is exactly what you are doing today. And then 2 seconds later, miss, what am I doing? And it's just like, you have to have the patience and understanding. So I would advise working in customer service roles. If you work like at Disney for a while, we live in Florida, so almost every Floridian has worked at Disney at some point. Working at Disney or like any of the theme parks, any of the hospitality roles, I would definitely say is a great place to learn those patients or learn to see if that's something that you're capable of. Or working at like places like fast food restaurants, anything that is a customer service front. So that's, and try not to take on too much, because it definitely is a high burnout thing, and don't take things too hard. Students are going to have a bad day. You don't need to be upset about that. You just have to realize that students are going to be upset, and you don't need to pry. You just sometimes need to give them space.
Well, that concludes my interview. I thank you for your interview, and
of course.
That's it for my assignment. Thank you.